the mic was off. I always check before my broadcast if the mic is on, because I've live streamed before, and like a 40-minute live stream, and then turned out that the mic was off. I think that has happened to almost every live streamer, whether they have 2 subscribers or 2 million subscribers. I think that has happened to everybody at least once, and it usually happens more, you know, well, in the early stages of live streaming, because of course if you have 200,000 viewers listening to you on a live stream, they're gonna tell you in the comments, hey, you know, we can't hear you. That's why a lot of live streamers are like, hey guys, hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay. No, a little staticky. Okay. But anyways, I feel like restarting the Arizona Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals, what you call it, season remake for, I think we did 2019, so now we're on 2020, or did we do 20? We did 2018, so now we're on 2019. Now I'm not gonna start it yet. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no get Madden NFL 21 60% off. Really? Oh, what is this? Oh, so that must be the game that we were on last time. We're gonna delete that. Well, we're not going to do the Arizona Cardinal game yet. I don't have my phone on me to look at it up. That's the main reason. I just kind of feel like doing something a little fun, I guess. Better Elite. Madden Legends. We should do that. Now, who will we verse? On my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no hoes. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. On my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. But yeah, guys, life is going not too bad for me. There's 2 things that I'll say that is happening. A really good thing and a really bad thing, and I'll tell you what the good thing is real quick. The good thing is that I have a conditional job offer for the post office. Well, this is the career job that you know you can support yourself on and things like that, especially without a college degree. The starting pay for the position that I am going to be working for is $18.64. This is starting pay, $18.64 an hour. Holy Smoky Mountains.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this
Holy
is
Smoky
Madden
Mountains
19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Madden Legends and...
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Madden Legends and the Madden Elites. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll
Sanders is one of the best of the best.
Line.
So who's our quarterback? I don't think I like this.
1st and 10, Young. Buying time to his left.
Go.
Throw left side complete to Moss. Oh, now
good run.
That goes for a gain of 31.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well.
Oh, I miss
if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big
you need opportunity.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle in a hole.
Yeah, I want opportunities,
exactly right.
you know.
What's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact.
Shit! Throw it away for crying out loud, you fucker.
Back at the 45-yard line. Joey Bosa.
See, I really want to get points on the board.
For a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge
Oh, Sanders on right side.
That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum.
No way!
Gets through and now an opening.
Oh, he's in. No! I pressed the die button.
Hook up for a big one. 51
okay.
yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and wearing all...
And he will have a
Not
touchdown.
bad.
Steve Young, a 3-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves, sticking it in the end zone on a running play.
A drive there of just 4 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Really, the elites and legends? The legends is probably, that's the greatest of all time. I think the elites is just the best of today. So if you picture like how many seasons is in the log of legends and how many is playing now, that's not a lot.
Elites making their way out for their first offensive possession. They're led out by a man who started more Super Bowls than anyone in NFL history, the great Tom Brady.
I can't help but admire the career Tom Brady has had. The numbers are off the charts. The
So how do we
Super Bowl
want to play
championships and rings, we know that they are incredible. But how
Bench
about
block
the
is always a good
durability?
one.
Had one season that he missed, most of that season because of a
Dude,
knee
we have
injury.
like
The
nothing
rest
in
of
the
time,
playbook.
He
Jeez.
answers the bell and wills his team to victory more times than not. And we keep hearing from people who are waiting to see the drop-off in his play. I'd quit worrying about it. I'd quit looking for it. He says he wants to play until
Oh,
he's 45,
I could have
so
had
any reason
him,
to
bro.
doubt it, his skills have shown no sign of declining.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard,
Oh,
and
there
it'll
we
be
go.
second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Here's Brady. He completes it to Julio
Damn it.
Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams.
And that's caught inside the 30.
Damn.
An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. There's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, to me, that's taking a big gamble defensively because that alignment you see, that's normally something you see down near the goal line. Because now, if they decide to go play action, something should be
So
open
if they
there,
kick a
and I
field
think
goal,
open
we're
big.
fine.
So maybe that's something that gets filed away for later.
I think without a doubt, you write it down, and if you see that look at a later date, go ahead and take your shot.
He's got Allen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Looking back to the air on second down, it's Brady.
There we go.
But it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. Third down here. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here,
I like this
right now. But it is.
We need somebody on that right guy.
Get after him one more time.
Here's Brady.
Oh, fumble!
No, fumble. Brady loses the
football. On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Attaboy.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up. This should
right
be 3.
side.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
Oh, we snuck it in.
It's Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I don't think that would work for regular guys.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football
right
for a
side.
nice first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Yeah, he will go out.
Good play.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football.
I thought I stopped the clock.
How about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2.
We're actually going to flip it
here with a first down. Back-to-back good plays.
And we have,
on first down.
Not Sanders.
Young on first down.
Oh!
He goes down. Sean Lee not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people to allow him to get one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the
that's enough for a field goal. Yeah, we got it done.
Defensive back on the field on that play.
No, we should have like a legend over here.
He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
We did our job there.
The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip.
An automatic Morten Andersen does it again. Knocks another one through the post. I have to be careful because it's almost boring. You know, just how accurate he is. So he knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. And I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, at one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
Brady now on first down. And
there
his
we go.
throw is going to be incomplete. His favorite
all right, let's do a
target,
safety
Travis Kelce, the intended
blitz.
receiver. And it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
I'm Brian
You have to
Urlacher.
think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
While sometimes it doesn't appear like much, the out route can be very dangerous when you throw it to a guy like Julio Jones. If you try and undercut it, he can turn into a big play. But the reason he's able to get it so often is because of his ability to push people deep, and they have to respect that.
Throwing is Brady on third down. Now
No!
to his running back, complete.
Oh.
Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It was worth a shot.
And a gain there of 11 yards.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open
We were
field
close.
can
I
really
was trying
generate
for
big
the
plays for an offense.
we'll end it up, you know what I'm saying.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Okay.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second
Oh,
down,
wow.
it's
I
Bell.
got ran over, bro.
He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit.
All right, if they're running,
They don't need
if they're
to run
running up
another
the
play
middle,
here
they're
before the
fucked.
2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
So let's see.
They'll try and run for
Yeah,
it
that's
now.
what we
And
wanted.
this one
Let's
goes
go.
nowhere. Losing yardage on the play.
We
back
were
at the
hoping for that,
46. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Fans, a reminder, I have a note card here that says ad-lib halftime previews. So I guess let's do just that as we'll hand things over to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando when this one reaches halftime. Did I do okay?
You did great.
Okay.
Back onto the field comes the offense for the Madden Legends. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good
Oh.
and so skilled
Wow,
and
that's
hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here.
I don't
see.
think we should have done that.
Young off the bootleg.
Come on, come on.
Out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left
Come
side.
on.
He's gonna take a shot there
Oh.
on 3rd down. Couldn't get it. Now it's 4.
Not only was
I'm
the call
going for
spot
it,
on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On fourth down, they snap it to Young. Sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll let it go deep right.
Yo, let's go.
And all the way down to the 39. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Young with the give to Sanders. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Young takes it on the sneak, and he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Young to throw it this time. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
That was a good play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Young. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Steve Young. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first
we're
half.
Going with the field
so they
goal.
won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Anderson's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
This one fielded at the 5.
Perfect.
So we've reached the intermission and what right. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently
Do we get the ball back here?
to it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone.
All right, boys,
and no
13
run back here.
good.
This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that.
Oh, he can't
there we go.
Away, and Brady will go down. Brian Dawkins in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
And
this is going to go the other way. The defense has it. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic.
This is not Sanders' day, guys.
No gain on the play there, second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Pushing through the contact. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field. Not a recipe for success. That time a loss. On third down. That's Sanders. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Yeah, guys, the outside handoffs are just not working
today.
So
3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Madden Elites offense coming back on the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great
yeah,
it is.
I do like our lead,
two-way
guys.
go.
As long as we just keep on putting points on the board here and there. Whether it's 7 or 3.
Field, this is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15.
Dude, what type of player are we playing? Because I didn't get to play the match.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Wow. Okay,
no more.
so far so good.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball.
I want
to
come
change
after
some
him.
things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some
I wanna
space
put
because
pressure in.
they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell,
Okay,
make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his
let's
game.
go.
Premier runners in the NFL.
Brady's throw on third down there
So
is
we are up
incomplete.
by 2
Another
touchdowns.
drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Well, more than that,
when
but
the second
just
half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it.
Yeah, I'm
Gotta
like,
keep
nope.
pounding away.
So possession goes
I was just
over
saying that
here
for you.
on the punt. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line.
Spit up some information.
The Madden Legends offense trotting out again. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? After they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because What you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win.
When you see those guys open like that, you got to throw right away.
Quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they? Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
I just did that for you.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. And they just get the play off. Now Young steps away.
Dude, get down and slide. Sheesh.
8 yards that time.
He's smiling. He's good.
And the result is a first down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So
I
it was tucking
had
in run time, and he picks up a first down.
I was not thinking of taking a shot down. That didn't come.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
We can kind of relax a little bit.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right.
Damn it, I saw a guy wide open.
In there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They
just
know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
How many yards did I get there?
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this.
We got 1 yard. Oh my gosh.
As we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. They go play action. Young. He'll buy some time right. A strong running.
Damn it, bro.
And Young will go down. Von Miller with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Play action now. Here's Steve Young. And shedding through the tackle. He's going to loft one.
Looking for a prayer. That's right there.
Knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel
it's called we don't give two shit.
They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Now Brady. Man open left side is Brown.
Yeah, we gave you guys that touchdown.
Antonio Brown, 28 yards. And the Madden Elites cut into that lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Shotgun now for Brady. And they're going to get
they went for 2.
So they get the conversion, and now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
Out now come the Legends. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed.
All right, let's let the clock go. We're back on Sirius Avenue, guys.
By word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
So we're gonna let the clock tick, or you know what? Let's not let the clock tick. Let's keep on playing normal ball until we kind of know where we're at. What?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
I don't know. Brody just said something was illegal or something.
Young takes it on the sneak. The sneak good for 2, but it's still going to set up a 3rd down.
Yeah, partner, they went a little conservative, didn't they? And they ended up marking it short. And now I wonder, will they even do it again on 3rd down?
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got him in.
There we go.
Gonzalez. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now Young dancing to his left.
Where are we throwing it? I was looking for a miracle. I was like, okay, what's happening?
Instead, it's just 2nd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Call it a 3-yard gain, and they're going to face a 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Young on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right.
Do what?
It's going to be incomplete.
Wow, guys. Wow.
Vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Oh, I don't like the pick.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
Beauty punt. Beauty.
The Madden Elites offense trotting out again, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The best offenses and the ones that win are ones that make adjustments. And right now, I think this team needs to open things up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Time for a break.
Hey, thanks for joining us.
We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football.
Yeah, we had a good first quarter, 2nd quarter, not the bad 3rd quarter, not the best 4th quarter. But let's see what happens here. So, you know, you got to play, you know, a full game, and right now we are not having the best 4th quarter.
They'll run again with Hunt. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Oh, wow.
Here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
Shoot. Call time. Let's call time. Let's make sure we get this play good.
Timeouts as they'll talk it over here.
It'll be worth a timeout if we stop them here. So. Yeah, that was a pretty good timeout because they probably would have tried something and we wouldn't have been ready for it.
So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action.
I say let's just do a normal Let's just do a safety blitz. Pull our safeties
This offense
again.
so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Fuck it.
Back to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Now Brady gotta have this.
Let's go.
Can't get a throw off. He's taken down.
Oh yeah.
Play at this point in the game.
Yeah, game's over.
Go for it with such little time remaining, and boy,
We
that
won.
means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. The Madden Legends heading back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone let down a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Yeah, it's over.
They'll run for it here with Sanders.
Oh.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a stoppage here. We'll get another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is Sanders. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game.
If he missed those kicks, I would do that.
The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And that will bump the
game
lead
is
up
basically
to 11.
over.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet.
Yeah, perfect pick.
But, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a
Make the
stretch
clock
for him,
run
isn't it?
over.
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Well, we're just gonna play
prevent, back onto the field. And on
just
that
kind of play it like that. If they score, oh well.
Turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go,
oh, he didn't even get out of bounds.
The coach saying, "I believe in my offense." Sometimes the coach
saying,
"I believe in my defense."
I don't think
I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind
going
into the game that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
It's complete to Jones. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
See, I keep on pressing O to try to get out of the...
And the spike comes now with just under 40 ticks left.
See, because...
Now a play fake, Brady. And this is
oh!
That should do it. Picked off at the 20. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
Ah, ho, ho, ho. My eyes are starting to hurt.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each
That's
and every
the
time.
nail in the
coffin. That was well prepared.
That's no squib kick. Why? Because we're just toying at. We're just toying with him at this point.
That pick 6, and now the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
I want to try some different plays.
Like 20,
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic.
like we said.
On first down, Brady.
Ah, they missed that touchdown.
12 seconds left. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
20, like 20.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming after you.
Like we said.
On play action, it's Brady. Throw left side complete. It's Brown.
Oh, we stopped him.
7-yard
All right, game over.
Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your
I got loyalty on me,
You
but I don't know.
made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
All right, guys. We'll talk.
What you missed.
I'll talk to you guys a little bit more before getting off. What, Brody?
Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff.
I got loyalty, nobody.
Yeah, you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
Yeah, but guys,
So that'll do it
well,
for
let's
my
see
part.
it. Is anybody watching
Stern
still?
crew
No,
in the
that's
industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
Yeah, well, guys, so I got. Well, first off, the Steve Young. Who is Steve Young? Well, guys, for the Arizona Cardinals season thing, at some point we'll restart that. We'll definitely restart that. Now, so my job offer that I got, Brody, if you want to just go upstairs, I'm just gonna be talking. I don't know. I haven't been on the PlayStation for a while. But I haven't been on it today or yesterday. Yeah, but guys, for the job offer, it really is a step up. That's always what I try to do. You know, do better than I have done before. You know, even if it's a little bit. All right. So, let's turn down the music a little bit while I talk. So you know, so I was working over at Jewel, and before I left, I was making $10 an hour. Then I go to Costco and I'm making $15 an hour, and then COVID pay. You know, I was making a little bit more. I was really making $17 an hour with COVID pay. So that's kind of what I was thinking. You know, okay. Now if you take away COVID pay, you know, it's just $15 an hour. But my last paycheck, I was making $17 an hour. Now I'm heading over to the post office, and I'm going to be making $18.64 an hour. Holy smoky mountains! And I watched two different YouTube videos on the job that I'm going to be doing, and it is what I got out of it is that it is hard work, but it's good money. You know, you can live off this. Now, during the seasonal time, for the holidays, you are working 12-hour days every day, 6 out of 7 days of the week. You work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then you will get Sunday off. And you do it all over again. So now I looked at it, and actually, for your first 8 hours, you're making $18.64 an hour. Then from your 8th hour to your 11th hour, you're making time and a half, and then for your 11th hour and your 12th hour, you're making double time. Sheesh, bro. And out of that one day of work, you will I would make as much as I did working at Jewel in 1 week. All right, depending on this or that, but basically, because remember, I think when I was making $8.25 an hour, and I would be working probably 25 hours, 30 hours, or whatever. That is the same amount of money. It's crazy. Now I was actually thinking about getting a second job at Costco, where I would be working for $16 an hour. Now I first I have to, of course, make sure I have the postal job, secured, and things are going good with that. And I'm not quite sure what the hours is regarding what time you get there, what time you leave. And I might comment on the YouTube video just hey, what time do you usually start? What is it, 7 to 3? Is it 8 to 4? Is it 9 to 5? Or normal hours, so it's just I kind of want to see how that is. Because and it really depends, because for the first off, if I during the seasonal time, it's going to be really tough. It really depends how much stamina that you have in the tank. Because if you are working 6 out of 7 days, 12 hours a week, you're not really going to be thinking. I don't think I would want to have a second job during that time, unless I'm just immune to being tired. I mean, so it is possible that I work over at Costco until that seasonal point, which is actually Costco is going to be like, hey, Curtis, we're going to be giving you some more hours because this is seasonal time. And it's like, yeah, about that. Here's my 2-week notice. It's like, what? It's like, which actually they probably wouldn't mind, because at that point I would be a part-timer, and I think part-timers get some things and stuff like that, which they would just replace me with a seasonal, and they wouldn't have to have that they wouldn't have to give them some perks that a seasonal does not have, and so they might be like, oh really? Okay. Now another thing is, all right, I don't know why I was treated quite bad by Jewel Osco, I would not mind going back to Jewel Osco. And but here's why. Say I get out normally get out from say I get out of the post office at say 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock. I would like to work for Jewel Produce, and maybe at the Algonquin location or Crystal Lake location. I keep on telling you guys where I live. But I can tell you, closing up produce. All right, if you live in the Chicagoland area or the northern suburbs, all right, closing up produce is very relaxful. Okay, very relaxful. You have freedom. All you make sure you do your job, but there will be downtime, and you can just sit in the back on your phone, chilling, and you're getting paid for it. Now the minimum wage over here is $10 an hour, but for any relaxful job, plus you'll. Oh, I thought somebody said something. I need to put the clothes in the dryer. But for $10 an hour, which it is nothing compared to the post office job, but you'll get a discount, at Jewel. You'll, it's not a bad gig, and Jewel didn't really treat me all the best, but I will always have a soft spot for Jewel. I don't know why. It's just I enjoy my time there. I guess that's all there is to it. So I had good memories there. I had good memories there. So, all right, is there any? I need something to drink. Yeah, my right eye is killing me. Oh, man. But depending what the hours are, I mean, once the seasonal time hits again, I'm probably going to have to, let go of the Costco job or Jewel job or whatever, and see how that goes. But alright guys, I'm gonna let you guys go. My right eye is killing me for some odd reason.